And a new day, a new milestone in the fight against COVID-19. We have now surpassed 3.6 million people who have contracted the virus, with 250,000 people dying from it. Here at home, the numbers are still climbing. A little over 1.18 million people have now come down with the coronavirus. And companies we know are working overtime to come up with a vaccine. Yahoo Finance's Anjalee Khemlani is joining us now. And Anjalee, researchers have begun giving healthy volunteers in the U.S. an experimental coronavirus vaccine that was developed by Pfizer. This sounds encouraging. What can you tell us?
That is correct, Alexis. So that is starting the clinical trial for Pfizer and its partner company BioNTech, which is in Germany. They already started these clinical trials in Germany last week, so this is just a ramp up of that. And as we know, the more trials, the better. The more randomized trials, the better. And so this follows suit of that. This, again, is an experimental drug, vaccine rather, and that is different from the treatments that we've been hearing about recently, like from Gilead. And so this would be one of those things that is sort of the ultimate of what we're looking for to be able to get out of social distancing measures, et cetera. The company has said that it's looking to get their first doses out by September, which is a very accelerated timeline compared to what we've been hearing about the 12 to 18 months since the start of the outbreak. But it does follow suit along the lines of some other companies like Moderna and like the University of Oxford, which have also said that they could get it within the year. And it's really interesting because Pfizer's technology that they're using is different from traditional vaccine development. They actually are using the same technology that Moderna, which was the first to hit clinical trials, is using, which doesn't require the live virus in order to create the vaccine. They use basically a synthetic version once they know the sequence of the virus and can move from there. So that has helped in sort of, accelerating the timeline and is the reason why we're seeing such promising news. One of the things to note, though, is that this would be the first time that a vaccine is developed this way. And so there is, as some experts have said, no playbook for this. So it does remain to be seen whether or not they can meet that September timeline. They have said they will start with the millions of doses this year, looking to produce hundreds of millions of doses by next year. Alexis?
Yeah, but certainly encouraging news there. Thanks for breaking that down for us. I want to ask you before you go about states reopening. Some states in our country starting to reopen their economies, including California, which was one of the first to actually lock down. Of course, there's fear. Health officials keep saying, be careful how quickly you open these economies and how you do it, because there is fear of that second surge, right?
Absolutely, and the way that Governor Newsom has been addressing it has been encouraging and promising and comforting in the sense that it's very structured, and that's something we haven't seen from other states. Listen to what he had to say specifically about how they're entering that second phase.
As early as the end of this week, you will have the capacity as a retailer, with the modifications and the guidelines we set forth on Thursday, to begin to reopen for pickup clothing, bookstores, music, toys, sporting goods stores, florists, with Mother's Day coming up.
So as you can hear, looking to open up the potential where you can deliver things or have, curbside pickup essentially of the products. And then he did mention that there could be restaurants opening in some areas where there are very low case counts, and they have a really robust tracing and testing system set up in place. Alexis?
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.